Hello and welcome. This is Chris-Anne. I'm coming at you from Elemental Energies with Chris-Anne. So today we are working with 6x6 paper packs. So we're using 6x6 papers 5 ways. I have these cute little things that I've made. I'm going to show you. We're doing 5 of them. 5 different ways. Now, this is video 1 where I'm showing what we're doing with the 6x6 papers. Video 2, I'm going to show how to make the little things to put in all the little pockets and the little decorations. Kind of like zhuzhing them all up in video 2. Okay, so this is just the basics of how to do, I guess, like the outside of using the 6x6. So just so you know that. So let me start showing you what I did with just a simple 6x6 paper. So each one of these is a 6x6 paper. So this one is a little mini notebook with a pocket here and a pocket here. This, and this is not from the 6x6 paper. Everything else is just from that one 6x6 paper. So there's number 1. Number 2, it has 2 pockets on the inside. Number 3, it has a pocket on the outside and a pocket on the inside. You've probably done these a gazillion times. This one has a pocket on the outside, a pocket on the inside, and the center is a pocket as well. This one has a pocket on the outside, a pocket on the inside, and this one has a side pocket on the inside. So this one's a top pocket, this one is a side pocket. So there's our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's our 5. So let's get cracking. This one is my favorite. I make these all the time. I make these and put them in pretty much all of my journals that I make. I love these. So let's get started making these first. I have a couple 6x6 paper pads here. Let me just go through and show you those. So this is Snow Pine from Hobby Lobby. I believe this was only out at Christmas time. Don't quote me on that one. I don't know. It's $8.49 retail. Some of the pages are plain and some of the pages are glittered. This is thicker paper. And it's beautiful paper. It's gorgeous. There was this one. I like this one. So this one is not glittered. It's thicker, but I want to use this one. Oh, why is that not ripping out? Oh, there we go. You know what? I'm just going to take that funky edge off. That's weird. That kind of ripped. So anyways, I have this paper pack, and then I have this one, which is much, much, much thinner, and it's really pretty colors. This one's from Temu, and then this one is just gorgeous. I love this one. And this one is from Temu as well. It's all sort of woodsy sunset kind of scenes. All right, so let's start with this one piece of paper right now. Move these over here. I don't need that just yet. I just want to take this weird edge off. That's kind of bizarre. Normally I don't have that issue. So just, you don't need to do this to like any of them. I just don't like that edge. That's all. It's just me. Okay. There, that's improved. All right. I like this paper because it can be non-directional. These sunset pages are relatively directional, and then these papers that I used here are non-directional because they were going in every which way. It looks directional, but it wasn't. Okay. Now, where's the one that I want to... Okay, this is the one. don't need that. So this is, let's use my scoreboard. This is divided right down the middle at the 3-inch mark. So using my scoreboard that has 0 markings that I can see, I went and I made that a little bit stronger with my pen so I can see it. So I'm scoring this, I'm scoring all of them right down the middle at 3 inches. I'm turning it and I'm scoring this, once again, can't see it, but it is right here. I'm either doing this at 2 inches or a hair below 2 inches. Okay, so let's fold that right down the middle. Now, this one, the pocket's on the inside. This pocket, I'm going to cut this one off. Some of the others, I just sort of loop them over and fold them over. The hardest part is cutting these things. Now, you can use your paper trimmer if you want. In all honesty, some of them I sort of cleaned up using my paper trimmer. I'm not very good at cutting a straight line. You see? Like, it's not a straight line. So, because this one's going to be on the inside, I am going to remove a little bit from right here. You can do it at an angle. And then it folds, in theory, a little bit better. Let me cut a little bit more off of that. Just that much. There. This one is going to get glued to the front. I'm kind of pretty good with how I cut that for the most part. So now, the next thing that I need to do, you'll see that I rounded all the corners on everything. So I'm using the largest one. Now, this is thicker paper. So we're gonna just kind of do our best. There. And then this one is going to be the tricky one. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Oh, it worked. Okay, there's all that. Now let me get this one. I'm going to do all 4 corners of this one. And then the other punch that I did is my circle punch. And I did the notch hole on all of my pockets. The other thing that I did, oh, these are flying all over me. The other thing that I did, because these are not 2-sided paper, and I have said this in the past, I keep my stencils handy, and I just stenciled the inside. You can't quite see it on this one, but I did stencil it. That one's pale. Okay, I am using my green brush, and I am using my Elements by Lavinia Olive. I know that kind of reads as blue, but I'm okay with introducing a green. I didn't tap it off first. Darn, I forgot. Normally I tap that ink off in the lid. Oh well. And then let's just get just a little bit more down there. There. Next thing that I did is I took my, I'm looking for my ink pad. Oh, here it is. I took my Distress Oxide walnut stain and I edged everything. There. I mean, I know you guys know how to do this. In this case, I think it really does add to how it looks. I like it. Kind of takes the most time just doing this to everything. But the results are so pretty. Okay, let's do the back. And then in video 2, we're going to be doing all the little things to tuck in to all the pockets. And decorating these. Decorating them further. I mean, you can leave it like that if you want. Okay, so now let's glue all of our pockets. I'm just using my liquid art glitter glue. I'm just gluing 3 sides. There. Glue the inside. And you can see with that stencil how pretty it looks now. And then the other thing that I have to do is do the paper right here. Let me grab that. And this is just a notepad that I got from the Dollar Tree. And this is 4x6. We are going to be cutting this down. I'm going to use, let's use 3 sheets. I cut this one down to 3.5, I think. Is that what I did? Let me double check. Yep, I did 3.5 along the long side. And then the short sides I cut at 2.5. And then the next thing I did, is I did my corner rounder. Okay, all these little bits get all over the place and they drive me nuts. Okay, let's get rid of those. So now I have 6 pieces of paper here. Oh, I even got some of that paper on my sleeve. Okay, put these all together. I'm going to grab my copper staples. Just going to staple that in place. That's it. Number 1 is done. Let's move the stapler because we don't need that. Okay, now let me put this with the one that is done. So we have that one done. I'll do those 2 together. Okay, we'll do this one next. And let's grab one of these sheets. That's kind of pretty. It's nice. Let's see. We'll use this one. Okay, for this one, do the same thing right down the middle at 3 inches. So we have a nice crease. Now, if you don't have one of these, just fold the paper in half. Turn it. And I'm going to have this, if I can see it, at 2 inches for the pocket. Okay, so fold that down the middle. Let me grab my bone folder, get a better crease with my bone folder. And then we're going to fold that pocket up. It's not folding up. You know what? I'm going to fold it back first because the crease is better that way. I should have turned it inside out. There we go. And then I need to come in and cut right up the middle here so I can form these two pockets. Now, once again, this isn't going to fold cleanly because of this. So what I do is in an exaggerated terms, I come from this angle and go to that angle. But I do it much more sort of subtly, sort of. That one's wonky. There. And then let's do the same thing. Fold it in, it folds. There's a little bit of something here. There. Okay. Next thing, I stenciled the inside again. So let me grab my stencil, and I have enough ink on this brush. And this is a stencil I got off of Temu. I've just been kind of using this set for a while. So there. Next thing I want to do, I want to come in and I want to do my corner rounder. And this is thin paper. So this one's going to be much, much, much easier to just kind of get all those corners. Okay, let me empty this in my garbage. Okay, let me double check that I got. Yes, I did. I got all my corners. Okay. Now let's edge all of them. If you don't want to edge all of them, oh, I forgot my notch hole. Do the notch hole in the pockets. And this is just under an inch, this circle. Now, if you don't want to edge it, you don't have to. I just think it works with the aesthetic for that I'm going for some journals that I'm working on. Sometimes it's a little subtler than others when I do the edging. Other times it is not. There. Now, if you've been following along on my videos, my son went to the dance and gave his girlfriend the flower that I made in one of the other videos that I did. So if you didn't see the rose corsage, I did 2 videos on that. Check that out. She loved it. Oh, I didn't get this corner. Wait a minute. It was very well received, and I did make the perfect size for her. It looked really good on her wrist. I told my son, take pictures. I want to see. I'm not going to share the pictures because that's, she's somebody else's child. I don't have permission, and I'm not even comfortable asking. So just know it looked really good on her wrist. It was the perfect size for her. I was happy that it was well received. Okay, I think that's all good. Now let's glue this one. This is super simple, this one. All of these are really simple. But you know, sometimes we have all these 6x6 paper pads lying around, and it's like, okay, how are we going to use them up? This way. This is some really good ideas, I hope. And some of them might simply be reminders of ideas that we have had on how to use them. So there's number 2 done. Okay, let's do this one. Move some of this stuff out of my way. This one is 1 pocket on the outside and 1 pocket on the inside. So let's grab our 6x6 paper, and I'm going to do one of these. So when we fold this up, that's going to get covered. So let me... That one will work. Okay, we're going to do that one. Okay, so we're going to fold it, score it. We're going to score it down the middle at 3 inches. And then, you know what? I'm going to turn this upside down so this can fold. Even though this is a thinner paper, I want to score this one at just a hair under the 2. So it's 1 3/4, I believe. Yeah, see, it folds better when I flip it. There. Okay. Let's get the stencil out. Now for this one, I'm going to stencil the entire back of the paper. Now, if you're using 2-sided paper, that's great. But not everybody has 2-sided paper. I know I certainly don't always have 2-sided paper. So this is how I sort of get around that, is I just stencil it. So what I need to do is I need to cut up that center, because this is going to get folded over here. And I'm going to trim this one just a hair better. There, that gets folded in there. And then the other one is going to get folded on the inside. And I don't know if I'm going to have to trim that one. Let's fold it. Nope, I don't. That one's good. Okay, so now let's grab my bone folder. I just feel like this needs a better crease everywhere. There, that's everything. Okay, now let's do the corner rounder everywhere. And this is thin paper, so this is just going through everything. So this one's a pocket on the front, pocket on the outside, folded, the pocket's folded over. Okay, so pocket on the front, pocket on the inside. All I did was cut right up the center of that one. So let's do some notch holes right there on the front one and on the inside. And I would use these in some corner tucks. I would use these in under some belly bands. I made those little bag holder things the other day. You can tuck these inside one of those bags. Lots of ways to use these. Or you can just glue one like this right in your book. I've done that too. But I think the brown edging, even though it doesn't always show up, like on this paper, it doesn't show up everywhere. But I think it adds a little something. I am going to glue this one while I'm here. And let's continue edging all of this. Here we go. Now, you've probably done all of these before, but maybe you haven't. Like I said, it's probably just a reminder of some of the ones that you've done in the past. And that's okay too. I need reminders sometimes of some of the ones that I've done in the past to kind of do something a little bit different in my book. Okay. Did I get this? Nope, I didn't. Okay, here's that. Let's glue the inside. And then number 3 will be done. We are moving right along. I'm keeping this black paper on the desk to cut down on the glare. That is my hope. Okay, so there's number 3. Pocket on the front, pocket on the inside. Pocket on the front, pocket on the inside. So let's put those aside. Those are done. Next ones that we have. And these are done the same way. They're just glued differently. That's all. So these both have pockets on the outsides. So let's do that. Let's grab this paper pack. Again, let me see. Oh, that's pretty. Oh, that one. Yeah, that one ripped out a little bit better. I don't need to trim that one. Okay, and let me see if I can find another one. Kind of like that one. Okay. So we're going to make both of these at the same time. get the scoreboard out. I'm going to hold this one this way. I'm going to score both of these down at 3. And you know what? I'm going to flip this one upside down and sidewards. And I'm going to score this one, if I can see it, at 2. And I'm going to do the exact same thing with this one. Scoring at 3. Flip it over and sidewards. There's my 2. There. Okay, done with the scoreboard. This one I do want my bone folder because this is thick paper. Yeah, I should have done this one upside down too. Oh, that's not even folding right. You know what, let me just, there we go. There. And then fold that up. That's going to get cut. And then fold this one. Yeah, that one folds so much better. And then fold up the pockets. There. Okay. Let's cut the center. And you know what? I'm going to do a little bit of an angle cut here. And a little bit of an angle cut there. So I'm just going to take out the center. Totally not straight. But they're going to be flipped over that way. Now on this one, I want notch holes on the pockets and a notch hole on 2 pieces of paper at the top. And then let me get this, and then we'll go and we'll do the corner rounder. On this one, I'm going to do that same ever so slight kind of angle cut. Taking that sliver out. And this one, I'm going to do the notch holes in the top of each pocket. And then this one is going to have a notch hole on the side. Kind of near the top. I want to make sure it's out of the way of the pocket. Now I want to come in, and I'm covered in these pieces. We still have to stencil too, but we'll get to that. I want to come in and do all my corner rounders. There. This one's the tricky one. There. That one's going to be the really tricky one. Let's see if we can. We can. We can't, we can't. I just don't want to break my tool. You know what? We're not able to do. Oh my gosh. Did I break it? I'm going to come in with a scissor and I'm going to hand cut that. It mostly cut it, but I don't want to break my tool. There. And then let's get that one, that one. So now we have that. Let's do the other one. things fly all over me. Okay. Now, this one, I just want to kind of give it a little bit of an impression. So I have somewhat of an idea on where to cut. Not a very good cut. Okay. Just make sure I got all of them. And I did. Okay, next thing I want to do is stencil the white pockets. And you know what? I'm going to do this with the brown. Oops, darn. There. There. Do the same thing. There. And now let's edge all of this in the brown, and then we'll glue everything up. And then come back for video 2, and we'll decorate them. And we'll make all the things that go like in the tucks and in the pockets and all of that fun stuff. I didn't want this to be too long of a video. I mean, as it is, it's going to be a decent length video. Not too bad, but I didn't want it to be too crazy. So let's just, I think my son just pulled in from work. Okay, that one's all edged. So all I did to glue this one up was I glued, oops, didn't have the pin in that. All right, so I glued, oh, that's my son. Cassie, it's all right. So I glued these little pockets, both the front and the back, just like we've been doing with all those other. Cassie, it's okay. Go get them. Go say hi. So we're going to glue those pockets up. Now for this one, because I'm having it open at the top here. Shh. Come on, go. Okay, because I'm having this one open up right here, we are going to glue all of this closed. There. Just an L. Yeah, Cassie was so quiet for all this time. So now we're left with 1, 2, 3 pockets on this one. Where did I put? Am I looking right at it? Oh, here it is. So that is this one that has the pocket on the top. So that one is done. So was that number 4, I think? So now number 5, let's go through and we are going to edge everything and then glue this one together. It's all a matter of how you glue it. That's it. I mean, it's very simple. The fun stuff is in the decorating and the making all the little tchotchkes to put in all the little pockets. And getting all the bits off of you that fly all over you. You know, I watch all these other videos of these very talented artists. I don't see them covered in bits and stuff. Like, the bits come flying at me. It's probably how I'm holding it or something. I don't know. Oh, I'll figure it out. It's the least of my worries, in all honesty. Okay, I think I have all that done. Okay, good. So let's glue the pockets up on this one. Here's one. Two. It might look like a teeny amount of glue, but this glue holds. It's a strong glue. And then for our third pocket, which is going to be the inside pocket, we are just going to glue top and bottom. Oops, and that's it. And that gives us 1, 2, 3 pockets. So 1, this one went in there. 2 and 3. So there's our 5. So 1, 2, 3. 4 and 5 types of pockets and holders and all that fun stuff. So come back for video 2. We're going to decorate these. We're going to decorate all the little things that go in. I just put these here just like as a placeholder so you could see them during the video. But thank you so much for tuning in. This is Chris Ann. Be free. Please subscribe to my channel.